Good morning, everyone. I want to take a moment to talk about something simple yet crucial: how we begin our day. The way we start our mornings can deeply influence not just how our day unfolds, but also how we connect with something greater than ourselves. There are habits that, without us even realizing it, can put distance between us and God. So let's talk about 4 morning habits that might be displeasing to God and how we can change them before it's too late. The first habit to watch out for is starting the day without any thought of gratitude or reflection. How many of us wake up, grab our phones, and immediately dive into emails, messages, or social media? We rush through our morning routine and forget to take even a moment to acknowledge the gift of a new day. If you think about it, we're so quick to focus on the world's demands, but how often do we start our day by acknowledging the quiet presence of God? A simple thank you for waking up, for the opportunity to live another day, sets the tone for everything else. When we fail to give that moment to reflect, we miss out on that initial connection that can guide our entire day. Next, there's the habit of letting negativity take over our mornings. It's easy to wake up feeling tired, stressed, or anxious about what lies ahead. Maybe the alarm didn't go off on time. Maybe there's too much on your plate, or maybe you're just not feeling it. But starting the day with negativity, even if it's just in our thoughts, can shape the way we see everything. And when we focus on all that's wrong or all that's difficult, we forget that we are not meant to carry those burdens alone. Embrace the opportunity to reset. Shift your mindset to see things through a lens of hope, possibility, and faith. A positive attitude, even in the face of challenges, invites God's peace into your day. Then there's the habit of being distracted, especially first thing in the morning. We all know how tempting it is to pick up our phones as soon as we wake up. Social media, the news, endless notifications. It's easy to let them steal our focus. But when we fill our mornings with distractions, we can lose sight of what's truly important. Instead of rushing through our morning routine or letting external noise take over, why not create space for stillness? Even just a few minutes of quiet, whether it's sitting by a window, sipping your coffee, or taking a deep breath, can help you tune into something beyond the hustle of life. That moment of calm, of awareness, is where we can invite God's guidance to be the foundation of our day. Lastly, we often fall into the habit of rushing through our mornings. Life moves fast, and we feel like we have to get up, get dressed, get out, and go. There's always somewhere to be, something to do, but rushing is like setting yourself up for frustration and stress. It's not just about the physical act of moving quickly, it's also about our mindset. When we rush, we miss opportunities to breathe, reflect, and engage with the world in a grounded way. We forget to appreciate the simple moments. Slowing down doesn't mean doing less, it means being present. When we slow down, we create space for God's presence in our lives. So take your time. Don't rush through the morning. Allow yourself to experience peace and clarity before the day truly begins. So tomorrow morning, try something different. Take a moment to breathe, to be thankful, to center yourself. Start your day in a way that invites peace and allows God to walk with you through every moment. By making small changes in our mornings, we begin to align ourselves more closely with God's purpose for us. As we wrap up today's reflection, I want to leave you with something important to remember. Our mornings are not just about getting things done. They are a sacred time, a time to realign, reconnect, and prepare ourselves for the day ahead. It's the first chance we get each day to set the tone for everything that follows. If we rush, if we fill it with distractions, or if we let negative thoughts rule our minds, we risk losing that sacred space. But if we use that time intentionally, even just for a few minutes, we invite peace, clarity, and God's presence into everything we do. Each morning is a fresh start, a new opportunity to choose a better way. And while we might slip up from time to time, don't be discouraged. What matters is that we make the effort to change. Every small decision we make has the potential to move us closer to the life we are meant to lead. It's never about being perfect, but about being present. Present with ourselves, with the people we love, and with the divine presence that's always there to guide us. When you wake up, take a deep breath. Be grateful for this new day. Make space to reflect, pray, or just sit quietly for a few moments. Don't let distractions steal your peace. And most importantly, don't rush. Give yourself time to pause, to think, and to center your heart. When you make room for God in the mornings, everything else tends to fall into place. The challenges you face during the day will seem more manageable. Your mind will be clearer, your heart lighter, and you'll find yourself walking with a deeper sense of purpose. Every day is a gift, and how we start it can make all the difference. I'm wishing you all the best, and may your mornings and your days be filled with light, purpose, and grace. As you begin making small changes in your mornings, remember this: it's not about the perfect routine. It's about creating a habit of starting each day with intention and connection. When we take even just a few moments in the morning to realign ourselves, we give ourselves the best chance at a meaningful and fulfilling day. It's in those small moments of pause that we open ourselves up to something greater than ourselves, a sense of peace, purpose, and grace. And here's the thing: don't wait for the perfect time to make a change. You don't have to wait until tomorrow or next week. Each new morning is a new opportunity. If you forget one day, don't be hard on yourself. Just start again the next morning. What matters is that you're making the effort day by day to move closer to the life you want to lead. Change doesn't always happen overnight, but consistency matters. Over time, these small moments of prayer, reflection, and gratitude will start to shape who you are and how you approach life. They'll transform the way you see yourself, others, and the world around you. When we open our hearts, even in small ways, God finds space to work in us and through us. So as you continue through your day, carry this with you. God is always there, waiting to be a part of your journey. He's not distant or unreachable. He's right here, and he wants to walk with you through every step. Starting your day with him can set the tone for everything else. If today you felt inspired or moved by these words, I encourage you to share this message with someone else. Maybe someone you know needs to hear it, or maybe they'll just appreciate the reminder that they don't have to rush through their mornings, but can take time for peace and reflection. Until next time, remember, the change starts with you. Keep moving forward, one morning at a time, and trust that God will guide you through it all. This ending is meant to leave your viewers with a sense of empowerment and encouragement, reminding them that the power to transform their mornings and ultimately their lives is in their hands. It reinforces the core message of small, intentional changes leading to a deeper connection with God. Let me know if you'd like me to add or tweak anything else. As you move forward, remember that it's not about achieving perfection in your mornings or your daily routines. It's about showing up. Showing up with intention, with openness, and with a heart ready to connect. Life isn't always easy, and some days will still feel overwhelming, but the difference is in how we approach each day. By taking these small steps, you'll find that even the hardest days become more manageable when we start them with peace in our hearts. It's easy to think that small changes don't matter, but in reality, the smallest adjustments in your mornings can create the biggest shifts in your life. The energy you put into your mornings sets the stage for the energy you bring into your day. A positive, centered start allows God's peace to flow into everything you do, even if it's just in a quiet moment before the world starts demanding your attention. So as you face each new morning, ask yourself, what's one thing I can do today to align myself with peace and purpose? Whether it's a moment of quiet reflection, a prayer, or simply slowing down enough to appreciate the moment, know that this is how you invite God's guidance into your life. I challenge you. Starting tomorrow morning, commit to just one of the habits we talked about today. Maybe it's simply taking a moment to be grateful, or maybe it's creating a distraction-free space for just a few minutes of quiet. Don't worry if you don't get it right every time. Just try and allow grace to fill the gaps. If you found this message helpful, don't hesitate to share it with others who might also need a reminder. Sometimes we all need a little nudge to refocus and realign ourselves with what matters most. And before I go, I want to leave you with this thought. God is present in every part of your life, even in your smallest, quietest moments. So trust that with each new day, you have the opportunity to invite peace, purpose, and His presence in a fresh way as you move forward. Keep in mind that the journey to transformation doesn't have to be rushed or perfect. It's about progress, not perfection. Each day is a new chance to realign, to make a conscious choice to start with peace and to create moments that honor the life you want to live. You'll have days where it feels like things aren't going according to plan, and that's okay. The key is to not give up and to keep trying, even when it feels difficult. Remember, small actions, like taking a few moments of silence or choosing gratitude in the face of adversity, may seem minor in the moment, but they compound over time. What might feel insignificant today could end up being the foundation of a more peaceful, fulfilling life tomorrow. And that's how growth happens. Bit by bit, step by step. Before we part ways, I want you to think about one small habit you can commit to tomorrow. Will you take 5 minutes to just breathe? Will you put down your phone for a moment of stillness? Will you start your day with gratitude? Whatever it is, I encourage you to choose something that helps you connect to God, to yourself, and to the peace that you deserve. If you feel like this message has touched your heart, share it with someone who might need it too. We all need reminders, especially when life gets busy, that we don't have to face the day alone. And as always, I'd love to hear how this resonates with you. Feel free to leave your thoughts or experiences in the comments. Let's support one another on this journey of making each day better than the last. Until next time, take care and know that you are always capable of creating the life you want, starting with how you begin your mornings. As you move forward, it's important to remember that the changes you make now don't have to be grand, and they don't have to be fast. This is a journey, not a race. Every day is a new opportunity, and no matter where you are on your path, you're exactly where you need to be. Even the smallest adjustments to how you approach your mornings can start creating significant shifts in your mindset and your life. The truth is, God isn't looking for perfection. He's looking for your willingness. He wants you to show up as you are and trust that He'll help guide you through the rest. If you fall short on some days, and you will, it's not a failure. It's simply part of the process. Just pick up where you left off and keep moving forward. Another important thing to remember is that your mornings are your time. You don't need to wait for permission or for everything to be just right to start making changes. It doesn't matter if you have a packed schedule or if life feels chaotic. You can still carve out even a few minutes for yourself, for stillness, and for connection. Those minutes of calm can make a world of difference. And the more consistently you practice this, the more peace you'll bring into your entire day. And here's something else to think about. Your actions inspire those around you. When you start showing up for yourself in these small but meaningful ways, others notice. Your family, friends, coworkers, they'll feel the difference in your presence. You might not always realize it, but your commitment to being intentional and present will have a positive ripple effect in their lives too. So don't underestimate the power of your morning choices. They affect not just your day, but your heart, your soul, and your relationships. Start small, but start today. And as you grow, you'll start to see that the peace and presence you create for yourself will begin to overflow into the lives of those you love and care about. As we come to the end of today's reflection, I want to remind you of one final thing. God is with you. He's with you in your morning routine, in your struggles, and in your triumph. And no matter how many times you may stumble, He's there to help you rise again. You're not alone on this journey. And every step you take toward change, no matter how small, is a step toward becoming the person you were created to be. So as you prepare for tomorrow morning, commit to one small change, just one. Whether it's a moment of prayer, a pause for reflection, or simply taking a breath before the chaos begins, that's enough. Take it one day at a time and trust that with every step, you're moving toward something better. As we come to the end of this reflection, I want you to remember one last thing. Progress is not about perfection, but about consistency. Change doesn't have to happen all at once. It's in the daily, small decisions that you will find transformation. So when tomorrow morning arrives, don't be discouraged if things don't go as planned or if you miss a step. Keep in mind, each new day is another opportunity to try again, to reset, and to start fresh. Every morning is a new beginning. And as you move through each morning, remember to be gentle with yourself. Life doesn't always go as we hope or expect, and that's okay. It's easy to feel overwhelmed when we set lofty expectations, but the key is to stay grounded and understand that God's grace is always available. Even in your mistakes, even in your struggle, you are still loved, still supported, and still guided. So, when you find yourself facing a challenging morning, or when life feels like it's just too much, pause. Take a deep breath and center yourself. Know that these moments of pause, these intentional moments of choosing peace, are what truly allow you to align with God's purpose for you. And the more you do it, the more natural it will become. As we wrap up today, I want to encourage you, take one step today and another tomorrow. It doesn't need to be a huge leap. Even the smallest actions can lead to big changes over time. Maybe tomorrow you commit to waking up 10 minutes earlier to pray or reflect. Or maybe you simply choose to avoid distractions for the first few moments after waking up, letting your mind settle before diving into the world's noise. Whatever you choose, make it simple, make it intentional, and make it yours. And remember, this is not a journey you're walking alone. Whether you realize it or not, there are others alongside you, all trying to find peace, purpose, and connection in this chaotic world. We're all in this together. If you ever feel lost or need support, know that you're part of a community that cares and is here to encourage each other. Before we go, take a moment to think about what's been weighing on your heart, what you want to achieve, and how you can start with your morning. This simple change, starting with intention, gratitude, and stillness, could be the key to unlocking greater peace and joy in your life. And most importantly, as you step into your mornings with purpose, trust that God is walking with you every step of the way, guiding you toward what's best for you. As you step into tomorrow, take it one morning at a time. Take it slow, be kind to yourself, and allow grace to guide your every step. And remember, the power to transform your mornings, your day, and your life is in your hands. You are capable of amazing things. As we wrap up today, I want to remind you that the most important part of this journey is your willingness to show up each day, even when it feels tough. The small habits you change now will build a foundation for something much bigger in your life. Every morning, every moment of stillness, every choice to start your day with intention, these are the steps that lead to transformation. Don't be discouraged if you don't get it all right. It's the effort, the consistency, and the willingness to grow that matter most. Trust that God is with you, guiding you, even when you don't feel it. And remember, each morning is a new chance to start fresh. So make it count. Take a moment for yourself tomorrow, realign your thoughts, and invite peace into your day.